Welcome to my podcast,
Yay.
Freddy. Thank you.
Right. That's amazing.
I'm still not sure what to say to start this podcast, but I always say I normally do this podcast with Japanese friends.
Mhm.
So
I'm not Japanese.
yeah, I know. Totally fine. And I'm really appreciated because I like to do more in English, much more in English. So,
Okay.
yeah, I totally appreciate it. You are on my show today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. So, yeah, how you feel waking up 4 in the morning? Is that for the first time? Not the first time, right?
No, like I was saying, I've never waken up at 4 in the morning for anything in my life. So this is the first time I've
Serious? Is this your first time to wake up at 4 in the morning?
Yeah, for anything in my life.
That's great. Is that crazy thing? It's maybe crazy, but it's great for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I think it is crazy. That's why I wanted to do it. Because when anybody asks you to wake up at 4 in the morning to do a podcast, I think it's an invitation for something interesting. So I wanted to.
Probably something weird, something kind of cult-ish thing to do. But that is kind of like a normal thing. It became kind of regular daily thing for me to do like this podcast with my friends because I just wake up at 3:45 in the morning. But like I do this podcast normally with the Japanese friends. So their time is like their nighttime, like 5, 6 at night.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense.
So which is easier for me to do in the morning, but I'd like to do with friends in here, but nobody wakes up at 4, so which is really makes me hard to do.
So they're not your real friends then over here in New York. If they don't wake up at 4 in the morning. And I did it.
Yeah. So this is really very rare to find someone who can wake up at 4 in the morning for me.
Yeah.
So I think this is gonna be a very first time and the very last time. I don't know. I hope everybody can wake up in the 4. But I don't know. It's just gonna be hard to find friends who can wake up at 4 for me for this podcast.
But so when you were saying Japanese friends, every time you said Japanese friends, I was thinking you were talking about like, their race, but you also mean they're from Japan.
Yeah.
So like that's why the time difference makes sense.
Right.
And it also makes sense like you're calling back into you're Japanese, right?
Yes, I was born there.
Okay, so it makes sense why you're calling at 4 in the morning and talking to them. Like, do you miss your Japanese friends? Or is that why you're calling them?
Not really, but not really. I do, but it's more like I I don't really miss them, but I'm probably like kind of rebuilding a relationship with my Japanese friends because I didn't really talk to them for a long time. So it's like I had a guest on my podcast who I didn't talk for a really long time about like almost 10 years, like even like 20 years. Because I don't know, so that is another reason why I started my podcast to kind of build the relationship with the old friends. No, it doesn't have to be only Japanese friends. It could be friends in here. So, but I do regularly to have the guest from Japan because it could be easy for me to talk in Japanese. But also I like to keep trying to do like podcasts in English. That is more like my my goal rather than just having a conversation in Japanese, because that is easy for me to do. But having the conversation in English is still kind of hard, and it's a totally different thing to do for me. But yeah, I still miss Japanese friends, but I also like to more to interview. I like to interview more friends here in English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Does it?
I mean, in a way, it's like you're learning English through a podcast.
Yeah, it's like that. I've been here for 20 years already. I came here to the States when I was 18. I'm 39. But I still feel like I still learning English. And this podcast made me feel like, wow, my English is still this level. And it's like listening to my voice on the podcast that makes me feel weird, even in Japanese at the first time. But I got used to it to listen to my Japanese on my podcast. But still, since I don't really do interview in English and I listen to my English on my podcast, that makes me feel weird. And also like that makes me, that disappoints me somehow.
Wow, disappoints you.
Oh my goodness, my English is still this level. So that is something I probably needed, what I needed to feel.
I mean, I can understand you and everything, so.
Thanks, though. Yeah, then like that, when I had interview with Ray, so that was, and also that was the second time I did the interview with friends here in English. And I also had another interview with another friend like weeks ago. And that was really, I felt some kind of torture to me.
Wow.
To listen to my English on my podcast. It's like that time really made me feel like, oh shit, I have to study English again, even after 20 years. So that was really helping me to realize the English level. And but also at the same time that really kind of could notice that, oh, I think I still want to learn English. Probably I kind of escaped, kind of stayed away from learning English because I could kind of talk to anybody here, but I don't know, I still want to make my English nearly perfect.
Oh, wow. I mean, the thing about perfect and the idea of English is, and I think also the beauty of English is that English is always expanding and it always incorporates different it's always changing. English is one of the, like it has one of the largest vocabularies in any language because it's always absorbing other languages. It's a colonial language. I mean, but not just a colonial language. It also has developed with Latin and German and French roots.
Right.
So it's like, even for a native speaker, it's sometimes impossible to be perfect because there's a lot of words that I encounter. And I'm a native speaker. I grew up in the United States and I've been speaking since I was conscious. And I don't sometimes I still stumble on certain words because it's not an easy language to master, I think. And also, I don't think the idea of mastering a language is, if you could master a language, then you would probably have total, like, I think it's an impossible, like, goal.
Right. Yeah, you're true. So it's like, meaning perfect for me is to, I don't know, sounds cool on podcast enough.
Oh, okay. It's not okay. All right, I see
I
what you're
think
saying.
that is
Yeah.
my perfect level that I like to reach.
Well, I mean, you sound cool to me right now, so to be honest.
Yeah, thanks.
But it's also 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's also 4 a.m. So now I feel also like, yeah, this is 4 a.m. I still sleepy, and I can, and another like goal for me to do podcast is like to have the conversation with the friends, kind of like unconsciously. It's like the conversation in between unconscious and unconscious. So that makes me kind of like a chaotic episodes. That is something I like to kind of experiment each time.
You know what it reminds me of is like pillow talk. Do you know the phrase pillow talk?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, pillow talk. That sounds like kind of like
romantic
conversation between like lovers, like kind of girlfriend, boyfriend.
I mean, even though it is that idea, I do think it's kind of funny that you would embrace that with like friends, because only usually lovers talk to each other at 4 a.m. Yeah, I mean, if they even talk to each other, they probably just they're asleep. Like, I think the only conversations I've had at 4 a.m. have either been with lovers or like friends, and we've been out too late.
Yeah. That might be great concept, but yeah, it's also hard to find friends who wakes up at 4, and but they could be great if I could find the friends to do this like at the same time as my time zone.
Right.
Yeah, it cannot really be the pillow talk to have a conversation with friends in Japan, because they are not really in like morning time. But it will be amazing to have a pillow talk with friends. I'm nearly 40, so it could be kind of rare to do, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's the thing, is that you and I are basically, I'm laying on I have a pillow. I'm laying down on a pillow right now.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I want you to relax. Yeah. This is like more like, for me, I kind of want to make this podcast like therapy sessions somehow.
Yeah, it feels like it.
And also kind of like a cultic experience somehow as well. Yeah, that pillow talk sounds really maybe perfect for me too. It's not really therapy. Therapy session sounds kind of too
investigated.
Yes, like too official, too formal. But the cultic experience, kind of experiment, sounds like that makes people feel like kind of stay away, stay back somehow to certain people. But the pillow talk sounds also.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the reason why I say that also with pillow talk is because there's a vulnerability involved at waking up at 4 a.m. and talking to somebody that you've never met before. Well, I mean, we met once.
Yeah. Almost first time.
Yeah, and
it's
to embrace that that time and to talk at this time. It's kind of there's some freedom involved that because it's at this time, I feel like I am doing something special or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or like it's not normal for me to have a conversation at this time.
When do you usually wake up?
Like probably during the week, 8 in the morning, so 4 hours from now.
Where did you sleep last night?
I slept outside.
Huh?
I slept outside.
You slept last night, like, what time?
What time did I sleep last night?
Yeah. What time did you sleep last night?
I don't know, like 1. So I've only been awake, or I've only been asleep for 3 hours.
Oh, wow. Thank you. No, I totally could do, but this is amazing, to be honest. It's like you didn't sleep well and wake up at 4 and to do this experimental thing, pillow talk with me.
You know, when you talk about the occultic, it's funny because I did not set an alarm. I forgot to set an alarm. So the only reason why I was able to wake up was that there was several sirens outside my window, and then Ray woke up, and then because it was really loud, and she woke up and she went to go to the kitchen to get something, and then she's like, "Oh shit, it's almost 4 in the morning."
Wow.
Yeah. And then I was like, "Oh, I forgot to put my alarm."
Wow. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, so I think I just wanna ask you questions, but the pillow talk kinda reminds me of the time I was talking to my friends. That he was Japanese, but he was at my house, and I was really sleepy because I wake up at 4 in the morning. So he was at our house like at 10 or 11, and I was talking to him, closing my eyes. So that makes me feel like that makes me feel really unconscious. It's more like talking to someone in a dream.
Yeah.
That made me feel really, I don't know, not taking a drug, but taking kind of really weird experience for me. Even though I just closed my eyes and I was just sleepy and talking to my friends. And that was really fun experience for me. So that could be something I'd like to make through this podcast. And it's really, I never thought of making this podcast that type of experimental thing until you say that. So, but this is great. So but I also like to, keep experimenting.
I mean,
with you.
I mean, I think that experience that you were describing, I really appreciate it because that feeling of having your eyes closed and then hearing people talk in the background, or like being awake and asleep at the same time. This in between state, a liminal state, is as it's defined. I think it reminds me of childhood when I'd be in the back seat of a car, and like you're just watching the world go by, and you're experiencing this moment of consciousness where you feel that you're seeing, or not, you're hearing, and like because you're falling asleep, but you hear like your mother talk, and then that feeling of having her talk, and then knowing that everything's gonna be all right because she's driving a car, and then you can fall asleep. That's kind of what it brings to mind in my mind.
I see. Yeah, that also reminded me of the time I was kind of half asleep, half awake in the car, talking to my family, like going to somewhere at night.
Yeah.
And
then the street lights, and
we kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I see. Cool. Yeah, that's something I probably would like to do today with you.
Yeah, go on a road trip. Yeah, I mean, that would be funny if you pick me up and we just go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay, yeah. Then I wanted to ask you, I don't know, I wanted to ask you two things. So I already told you, but one is Elden Ring, the
Elden
game.
Ring?
Yeah,
yeah.
Elden Ring, and the other one is your project. Is the GAUCHE your company or a project?
It's a project. Yeah, we're not making any money, so it's not a company.
Nice.
So if it was a company, we would fail immediately. It's a project.
Nice. Are you kind of visualizing that you'd like to make the project into a company in the future?
Me personally, no. I think I don't know what Ray said. Ray also, by the way, for your listeners, is my girlfriend, and company. The word company in my mind brings to mind revenue, and when you start to think of revenue, you think of profit, and then when you think of profit, you think of expenses. And when you think of expenses, you think of how to make sure that you're not going over budget. So this whole idea of capitalism is tied to a company. And I think the reason why I like the project is that it's not about money and capitalism. It's more about community and connecting with people, because gauche from French means awkward, or it means to the left.
To
like left. Yeah, it's like left. Like, yeah. But in English, it meant awkward or kind of different, because in English and I guess Western cultures, left is kind of associated with being creative or weird. It's like if you're left-handed, you're kind of different than people who are right-handed. Yeah, because there's fewer people who are left-handed than right-handed. And so that's why we took that name, to like embrace this idea of being awkward, because we're each individually in that collective awkward people. So like Ray, you know Ray, and she's awkward as fuck, and and I'm awkward in my own way. And then our third member, who is Juan, he's also extremely awkward. And honestly, you should actually invite him for a podcast too.
Definitely, yes. I'd like to.
Yeah. So that the whole project for me, and I think, is to like get ourselves out of ourselves, to kind of make things for other people and see what happens, and try to see that like all our skills, writing, motion design and design, and then photography, what can we do with those things that are not trying to just make art for our ego or make art to make money. And it's been rough. Because it takes a lot of time and effort, and it takes a lot of heart. Like when you're connecting with people, you have to kind of let yourself embrace the moment, and also embrace the person who you're talking to. But at the same time, we've learned so many things, and we've been we've been to the New York Art Book Fair and many other art book because all the projects end up kind of getting down to getting essentialized into a print publication, which all of us are comfortable with. That's our normal way of operating. So that's what GAUCHE is doing.
I see. So GAUCHE means kind of like a weird ness of human, and also like kind of you are opening up your weirdness to the public to share.
Yeah. It also means GAUCHE in English also kind of means uncultured or kind of naive in a way.
I see. Got it. So that's something you'd like to express through your books.
Yeah, 100%. I think that admitting that we know nothing is the first step to kind of embracing reality.
I see. But you also, at the same time, you don't really want to make that into like the business, like making money.
Right now, at this moment, we don't want to. I mean, of course, like, you know, we're human beings who need to eat.
Right.
Yeah. So essentially, it would be something that would be amazing if we can somehow make a living wage.
Right.
Too, and have that support us.
I see.
But the culture that we live in the United States right now, it's hard for this kind of idea to go forward with any sort of idea, like a business plan or make a profit.
Yeah.
But we're trying. I mean, Ray is, you know, very much of the mind of trying to get money involved.
I see. So more to me, it's like that your focus is not really making money. So your focus is just to be weird.
Yeah, I mean, because like in the end, at the end of our lives, everybody's lives, like it's not kind of like this weird and special thing that we call life.
Right.
When like it's not about money. It really isn't. Like when you die, you're not gonna think to yourself, "Ah, shit, I was like $5,000 away from being a millionaire." You know, like you're not like, or if you are, then you really miss. You know, you miss the whole objective. You miss like the whole sweet perfection of being alive, which is it's an experience.
Right.
So
I see. So through the GAUCHE books, so you are the editor-in-chief somehow?
No.
No.
I would say Ray is probably like. I mean, I would say Ray's, if there is this idea of editor-in-chief, I would say.
Oh, really? I thought she is more like creative director side because she is designing.
Okay. Well, that's true.
Yeah, well, like the contents wise, who's gonna decide what this book is about? Like, who's gonna decide the main topic of each book?
I think it's all three of us. So I guess all. True. Yeah.
So maybe like there is no like title for each. It's more like kind of melting, kind of like shelling.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, it's each of us are contributing, and it's a collective decision usually if how we go forward with things.
I see. So it's more like you don't really wanna have like the regular title like the other companies.
Yeah.
How do you describe what you do for GAUCHE?
For my, I guess my what I do is kind of, since I'm a writer and editor.
Oh, right. So yeah, that made me think of your editor in chief for GAUCHE, but
I wouldn't. Yeah, I would say more of like,
right.
I put the ideas that we have into words so that other people outside of us can understand what we're trying to do, and any writing that's usually done, I have a glance at, or I kind of look at, and I won't edit it too intensely because I don't have enough time, but I do see if it is presentable enough for like an average person like my mom. Yeah, I want to make sure that if my mom understands it, like a person like my mom understands it, then we're good to go.
So the main like audience is your mom.
People like my mom.
People like your mom. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Do you also
so uneducated?
Uh-huh.
Kind of no,
uneducated.
No, like just normal people. People who when they come,
not like a creative people only.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, but totally get it. It's like every time I make my content, like my vlogs, so I kind of trying to make my mom understand what I'm doing somehow, because I want her to understand what I'm doing. Is that something you do to your mom, to show your books or like give the books to your mom? Not really.
Yeah, you asking that makes me kind of it makes me realize I'm kind of a hypocrite, because even though I am doing these things for people like my mom, I don't really show my mom any of the things that we do.
I see. Do you think you'd like to do, or do you think it's not something? Maybe you. I don't know. What do you think? Like, you think after this conversation, would you pass your books to your mom?
No. She doesn't like to read. And she doesn't, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, she knows that I have an impulse, and we did involve her in one project, and she liked that. But she doesn't.
Right. So that's more like just another experience.
Yeah, it was an experience for her too, because this project was about her making kind of an art piece, and she did so, but she doesn't like, and I think it's totally valid. She doesn't see, or how do I say this? I see art as almost a religious experience. Like, to me,
really?
Yeah, I see art as fundamental to humanity. I think it's the creative force of art has been at the source of a lot of our human achievements in my mind. Like, I think it's been the kind of the friction that has allowed us to go forward and to do engineering, to do calculus. It's like part of our imagination, and I have a reverence for art. And my mom, I think, sees art as like, like, oh, it's something pretty, or something beautiful. And I don't think art as beauty. I don't really think of it in those terms. I think of it more as like a communication that we have with our own inner being that expresses itself outwardly. And
I see.
Yeah.
So art to you is more like religious experiments than beauty. Is that right?
I mean, religious. The only reason why I say religious is because it's kind of like a way to convey it, but I think spiritual, or kind of like
Right.
if you like, you've been using the word occult. I would even, I've been saying it would be an occult experience. You know, like, when you experience art, like when you feel that thing that art does to you,
right?
I think that you're having a moment outside yourself. And anytime you have a moment outside yourself, you start to wonder, oh shit,
I see.
what did I just experience?
So do you feel that feeling kind of a lot? Do you okay.
Yeah. And that feeling I have is not just with like, you know, the typical ideas of art, which is, you know, painting, movies, poetry, songs. It could be like how people hold themselves, or like seeing a gesture. Like when I see a worker like at a bodega, and like the way that they like flip the eggs, or like the way that someone can do something that I just, you know, I can see it, that there's a lot of time and effort and practice that is being expressed. And I know that there's art there. Like, I think in a lot of ways, art is tied to attention. Also, like how much attention you put onto something. And like, it could be that. It could also be like when Ray and I are walking after work, and then that feeling that Ray and I have when we're talking to each other. Sometimes that's art. You know, it's
totally. I see. Yeah. Especially, yeah, talking to Ray makes me feel like something, I don't know, weird. Not that weird, but I feel some kind of sort of experimental things to do, and a kind of spiritual thing to do, just to talk to Ray, because she is really unique and weird, and I always enjoy talking to Ray because she is like almost not the spiritual, but something I could feel something different than other friends. Yeah, I don't know, I cannot really vocalize, I cannot really put into a word how to explain Ray, but she feels something kind of weird experience, like seeing the giant snake in Mexico, or like feeling the ghost in Taiwan, and like seeing like a spirit, not the ghost, maybe seeing the spirits almost everywhere. So that makes me feel like I'm kind of envy. I feel envy to her every time I listen to her stories. It's like I don't have that type of power. So that makes me feel like I want that power, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say to that, and I have to say this, is that when I talk to Ray, I appreciate what you're saying. I also agree with you, but I don't. What I would say is when Ray expresses those things, what I feel is like, holy shit! I feel better about humans. I feel better about us, because if she's experiencing this, that means that you are capable of experiencing it. I'm capable of experiencing it. Like even if we're not at this moment, given the opportunity or the chance to experience how she's experiencing it, at some point in our lives we might, or you know, maybe it's not our duty, or like it's not our turn yet to experience it. And like, so like when she talks about seeing, you know, spirits and everything else, it makes me feel encouraged, like to that. Like the way I see it is like, imagine that you're at a camping with people, and like imagine the old times where there's a group of people around the fire, and everybody's asleep, and there has to be one person that's awake to make sure that everybody else is safe. You know, like there has to be one person looking into the darkness to make sure that there's nobody out there. That's how I see it. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
So you feel like you are the person who awake to make sure everybody's safe?
No, that's Ray.
Oh, that's Ray. Okay.
I'm asleep comfortable, and I'm asleep. I'm having, you know, I'm being cared for and taken care of.
I see.
And she's out there looking in the darkness.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never felt that way. That really, yeah, that sounds really amazing to do. It's like waking up in the dark to make sure everybody's safe. That's what she's doing through like talking to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's the one who can like see, because if you're doing that, you're the one who has to look at shadows and understand the difference between shadows.
I see. Because we only can sleep, or like we cannot really sense. So, but she can feel. So she's the one only can make sure people are safe.
Yeah, at this moment in time. But then, you know, there might be a time where it's her turn to go sleep and to be, and then I have to then, you know, so I think I would like this idea of envy. I think I understand it, like in a way, it's like wanting to experience more from reality than that you're given, but it's not your turn right now, you know? So eventually it will be your turn. It will be your turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Next life? Or
yeah, it could be that. It could be next year or next life. But
next year. It could be next year though.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you think you feel something like what Ray feels sometimes, or that's not something?
Yeah.
Also feel like this is not your turn.
I think that Ray's more it's more real to Ray. For me, it's more of like intuitions and like these gut feelings. Or like, for instance, like I told you earlier, like I knew that something was trying to wake me up because I didn't put an alarm, and like I never ever hear these like weird alarms that were happening. We've been living here for almost 6 months, and these alarms, very strange alarms. They weren't like ambulance or car. It was more of like these unique alarms that would, and the way they were like unique, so that they're outside of the pattern of normal, you know, day-to-day alarms, so that I would register them. So when that happened, I was like, oh, okay. The way I saw it was like something or something wants me to wake up.
I see. Yeah, I still, it could be, I don't know how to put into the word, like it doesn't, it could be a spiritual, it could be, I don't know how to say in English, but it's like a will of power of will. It's like a power of.
How would you say in Japanese?
In 引き寄せの法則. It's like, if I say in Japanese, it could be sounds really like kinda cultic too much. Even like that sounds like to kind of trick people. But people use it in Japan, but it's like the way the sounds, that way to say in English is much better for me. It feels more like really connected to some kind of like a spiritual stuff. But the word in Japanese is more like just tricking. It's just to trick people to me. Yeah. it's like a maybe power of the will, but the power of like when you trust something that is happening, so that thing is happening. Is there a word for it?
I mean, willpower is the only
Willpower?
thing,
Yeah,
but no,
yeah,
but that's because you said power of will. But I don't, I think maybe like trusting something to happen and it happens is that really good?
yeah. Maybe like it's like when you have in your mind unconsciously that thing is happening in the future somehow. So probably that's something I'd like to say. But anyway, I see. Yeah, so like every time I only talk to Ray once a while. So it's almost like when I was at Vice, I was able to talk to Ray almost like 2-3 days a week.
Yeah.
Having a lunch with Ray almost every time I was at office. But since then, I wasn't really able to talk to Ray almost like once or half year-ish. Yeah, so but I'm kind of wondering how to live with Ray every day.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I gotta say, most times Ray is fucking with you. I have to tell you that. Not you personally, but everybody. Like Ray. And this is why Ray and I get along. Is like we realize like we like to just fuck with people. Like if Ray is experienced, like she just wants to have fun, so she'll just say things sometimes just to see how people react.
Right.
And that's kind of how I also approach it. So imagine two people who are doing that to each other, living to each other. Like it can get kind of like that's why we kind of are in a relationship, because we understand each other, and because we look nothing alike.
Really?
I don't think so, unless you think so.
Oh, I see. So to you, two of you are totally different. It's like almost opposite to you.
Almost, yeah. Like she's from Taiwan. I'm from the deserts of Mexico, you know.
Right.
And I'm a almost 6 foot, 220-pound man, and she's 5'4".
Yeah.
You know, Asian woman.
Right.
And I'm dark. I have dark skin. She's you know she's light skinned and
Asian skin.
Yeah, Asian skin, and we we have these kind of different bodies, different experiences, but the thing that connects us is this like this ability to like joke around and like see that I don't know, to experience life open hearted. But also Ray is very like a very driven person. Like she's like, you know, she seems very, I mean, I don't know how she seems here, but she is very dedicated to work. Like,
yeah, I totally get it.
It's the number one thing in her life.
I see. Got it. So, how do you describe to live with Lay every day? Is it like something? But I know you already got used to it, and you already. So that's the life to live with Ray. So that's your daily life already. But how do you? If somebody asks like me, ask you that, how do you feel like living with Ray? It's like, is it something still exciting? Cause something more like feeling like opening yourself to, let's say, something opening yourself to her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there is a certain level of patience that I have to have.
Patient. I
Yeah,
get it.
because she
Yeah.
operates in a different time scale, in a different manner, in a different world than I do.
Right.
But I think fundamentally, like, it's still a joy to 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 be around her, and I hope that she also feels the same.
I
But
see.
I do think that, like, we like almost every day we're laughing. I have to say that almost every day we're making each other laugh. I think that is what we that's our love language, is humor.
Right. I see. So since you are opposite from Ray, so how do you explain you to someone who don't know you? It's like, how do you explain yourself? It's more like you are straightforward, serious person, or like but do you still like having fun through the conversations? But how do you describe yourself?
to
So
somebody who is
yeah,
meeting
something
Ray.
like to me, something who I just know you, but I totally, I can say just I don't really know you.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't really describe myself because
Yeah, definitely.
I don't like,
If you,
it's gonna be it's gonna be up to you how you describe me. And so when I meet somebody and they're Ray's friends,
right,
what I try to do is just try to understand who they are, and then. But if I had to say something, I would say, like,
yeah.
I'm like Ray's bodyguard, and you better not fuck with me.
I see. That's I can imagine it. I see. Ray's bodyguard. That sounds sweet. For Ray. I see. Got it. So at the GAUCHE, do you and Ray does like what you do at daily life, or is that something different you do at GAUCHE?
Yeah, I mean, I think GAUCHE is something that is different than what we normally do.
I see.
Yeah. And we're trying to start a new project, so we are gonna start talking more often about it. But yeah, I mean, sometimes GAUCHE is a way for Ray and my other friend Juan and I to keep. It's a way of like keeping the friendship together.
I see.
Yeah.
So that could be another concept of GAUCHE to kind of keep your relationship between three of you.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Can you tell about the new project that you are doing now? Is that something you can share?
I mean, it's so early stage. I don't really have any information other than we're kind of just thinking about continuing Jackson Heights. A project that we did do speak Jackson Heights, which was where we interviewed people in the neighborhood, and
I see.
Yeah, we're just gonna take another step with that in a different way. But it's still beginning. We're still exploring different ideas and stuff.
I see. Is it like random people in Jackson Heights, or is your friends in Jackson Heights?
Yeah. It's not. It's kind of both, because they're like people that we interact with, We interact with them randomly.
I see.
Yeah, like they're people that we see all the time, but it's at random times.
I see. Yeah. So the book is about like interviewing people.
It's about. I mean, it's about the neighborhood and the stories of this diverse neighborhood and trying to figure out what the this neighborhood is one of the most unique neighborhoods in all of the world because it has all the cultures,
right?
Almost all the cultures of New York City is in one neighborhood, and it's just interesting to see. It's almost kind of like a mythical place in a way.
Right.
You know.
So Jackson Heights to me is like the place that I could see kind of like mixing the Asian cultures. That's the main thing to me. Is that something you also feel? Is that like kind of mixing, like kind of melting pot of Asian countries?
Well, it's also Latino. It's also Latino, so it's the Asian and Latino communities. They're all mixed together here.
Got it. So exactly like you and Ray.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're the embodiments of Jackson Heights.
I see. I see. Yeah, and the last time I met Lay in the Jackson Heights, that was like a few months ago. So we were kind of walking to find like walking around in the neighborhood to find a restaurant to eat. So we were kind of looking for some Thai foods or like Vietnamese foods. And I didn't really see like Latino neighborhood in the Jackson Heights, probably the area we were walking to, but so that's kind of like a mixing half and half in Jackson Heights, Latino and Asian.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. I mean, even if you're walking in the Asian neighborhood, you'll see like Latino. Even if the restaurants aren't Latino, you'll see Latino people working inside of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, we ended up at a restaurant, the Vietnamese restaurants under a bridge or like maybe under a freeway. Do you know where that we went? It's like the Vietnamese restaurants with the authentic Vietnamese stuff. Like they're kind of like, yeah, Ray was saying like they're kind of rude, but they really authentic.
Yeah, but so, I know which one. It's
okay.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's this Vietnamese restaurant that was operated by a bunch of older Vietnamese men.
Right.
And it's rude because these men, it's all men. There's like very few women who are working there.
Now
and
I remember that.
They'll just like stare at you as you're eating.
Yeah, it's like they always kind of like mad.
Yeah.
And serious. It's more like they're serious, and they're more like mad than serious. But that makes me. That also, I kind of liked it. I really enjoyed it. It's like looking at the. I don't know. It's like a mad people, but the taste, the food was amazing. Maybe because of their vibe they made through the restaurants. I somehow enjoyed it. We ended up staying there for like 2-3 hours talking to.
Yeah.
So they were not really actually. They look mad to me, but they are nice at the same times inside. So maybe that's why I really enjoyed the place.
It's interesting. They have a lot of patience, but at the same time, they look like they have somewhere to be.
I see. So on the new books, you interviewing some like Latino people, Asian people, and even like the different people from outside of the community, but all still living in the Jackson Heights.
Yeah. It's every kind of person. Not every. I mean, it's people that we interact with through restaurants or through the laundromat or through the grocery store, or it's everyday interactions that we have with the coffee shop. People that we meet and talk to almost regularly. We ask if they want to be part of the project because we're interested in their lives, and like much like your podcast, you'll notice that people are interested in talking about themselves.
Yeah. I see. Who initially came up with the idea of doing a book of Jackson Heights? Is like
the conversation. God.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it was collaborative.
Right. Yeah. So usually, the topic of the book comes from like nobody, like God to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually that's true. It is nobody. Nobody comes up with it.
I see.
And then somehow it gets done.
Oh, that's amazing. So is that something you do with three of you? It's like I don't really make content with a team, so I normally come up with the ideas just from me. So that makes me feel like I'm getting this idea from me. I don't really feel like this idea, my idea coming from God or somewhere. I don't really know. But if I can imagine that if you could do with friends, like with a team, you could feel more the idea is coming from not you, maybe from the outside of you, and which is God or somewhere you cannot really tell.
I mean, of course, the word God I was kind of joking with, but I mean, yeah, when I think like when we're talking about ideas, it is always fascinating to hear how other people see the world, and like of course, right? She says ideas, they're fascinating, but also my other friend Juan, he says ideas, he's also very strange and doing it at the same time. So there has to be like this idea of trust, trust that somebody's gonna think of something, and then when we all talk to each other as a group, we come up with ideas. These ideas are not necessarily good ideas. They're just ideas that we decide that we're gonna go forward with and just see how it happens, and then something happens, and I guess enjoy that process.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Do you still enjoy living in Jackson Heights? I know you moved out from a place in Jackson Heights to another place in Jackson Heights. So that makes me feel like, you in LA likes the Jackson Heights a lot.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I love being here.
What is the what is the good thing? What do you like? Why do you like Jackson Heights?
I mean, like in a way that we were talking about.
Yeah.
The cultures, the people,
right?
The accessibility to transportation, if I have to be rational.
I see.
Rational, but
I see.
Yeah.
Have you been in the different neighborhoods before? Like, you kind of ended up in Jackson Heights years ago and liked it and stayed.
Yeah, no, I've lived here in New York since it's only been 10 years, 11 years. So
Okay.
I moved around. I was in Brooklyn and different places in Brooklyn.
Right.
And then came to Queens, to Ridgewood, and then I met Ray. I moved in with her to Jackson Heights.
Like 5 years ago-ish?
Yeah, 5 years ago.
I see. Do you think you're gonna stay in the Jackson Heights for a while?
I mean, the way you're asking me, Ray and I are gonna stay together.
Yeah.
I mean, I can. It's. I can't. I mean, I don't know. It's the future, so
yeah. Totally.
We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Do you say the Jackson Heights is the best neighborhood in New York?
For me, I mean,
yeah, for you, definitely.
Yeah. No, I would say it's not every. I think there's so many beautiful neighborhoods in New York, but I do love Jackson Heights.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, to me, I live in Inwood. Have you been to?
I've been there.
Okay, great. Yes, I like this neighborhood, and I like this area, and we live in this neighborhood for almost 8 years, and I still love this neighborhood. But that's still at the same time, I don't really like living in New York anymore.
Oh,
yes, really? I living in New York more than 15 years for now, since I moved to New York when I was, when it is 2011. And I kind of got tired of living in the city. It's like I kind of tired of living like us doing the city life. And like after 10 years, I kind of was looking for somewhere else. And but still, the Inwood is still. I like Inwood because I don't feel like I'm living in New York. Because the location wise, it's far from the cities, but still we have great access to transportations, but we could live next to nature. So that is amazing for me, and that makes me feel like living in outside of New York City.
So you want to be part of nature again?
Yeah. It's like I can almost, I think I don't know. I also feel like I'm getting old to live in the city anymore. It's like I need some kind of quiet time. It's like, maybe waking up for 4 a.m. is more like to secure my quiet time just by myself.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Nobody else is awake.
Yeah, nobody else is awake but you. and which is great because my daughter and my wife are sleeping, and I just can do whatever I'd like to do. So which is my podcast for now.
Amazing.
Yeah, and
are you in a bath? Are you like in the bathroom or something? Or like where you?
I do this podcast at the living room, and they sleep in the bedroom. So I can own my place for myself in the living room, and not in the bathroom. I don't really want to do the podcast in the bathroom for 1 hour, 2 hours. But yeah.
No, I was gonna say like that is Yeah, it makes sense. Like now I understand now I understand why you're using this time, and then because it's a time that people in Japan are able to talk to you, but it's also the time that you can have your own space.
I think so. It's more like that. It's like having the conversation with friends in Japan is more like kind of secondary. The primary reason why I wake up in the morning is more like for myself to like soak myself into this quiet time zone, like to feel almost nothing, to feel peace.
Wow.
Yeah, that's probably something I'd like to do without noticing it.
Like, so when you're not interviewing people, you still wake up, right?
Yeah, I still wake up, but and I also do podcast talking to myself 1 hour.
What? Really? You talk to yourself?
Yeah, that makes me weird as much as Ray. And
wait, how do you have a podcast with yourself? Do you ask yourself questions, or what do you do?
Yeah, it's like on my another podcast. I have 2 podcasts. So this is for more like to have a conversation with friends. So the other is talking to myself. It's like I'm not really talking to myself. I'm just like talking my thinking aloud for 1 hour. So I do this mainly in Japanese. It's more like 99% in Japanese, but I just talk to the microphone, whatever I come up with in my mind. So it's more like I mainly basically starting to talk about my dream. I was kind of trying to remember my dream first. But it's really hard for me to remember the dream every day.
Wait, so you basically as soon as you wake up, you turn on the microphone and you start talking to yourself.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, what can I remember about this dream?
Yeah. That's something I do every day. Yeah, it's like I wake up in 3:45 and get ready in like 5 or 10 minutes and starting my podcast from 4 to 5. So sometimes...
Are you gonna share those podcasts with anybody?
That is something I shared like a few friends, but it's still kind of like a secret side. But I'm totally fine. It's not really secret, but I didn't really share with more friends. But I can share with you. But that is in Japanese though.
Yeah. I was thinking more like your daughter, like in the future. You think that you're gonna like give her all these tapes or all these hours of your, so she can understand you in a way she never could.
Yeah, that might be great. I never thought about it, but yeah, it could be great. Yeah, so yeah, I just talk to myself for 1 hour every day. It's just to kind of like cleanse my thoughts, cleanse my brain, like a cleaning my brain, kind of organizing my thoughts into something I feel comfortable, I feel safe or something.
That's funny. Like that's I mean
yeah,
I can't imagine doing that.
Really? Yeah, it's good though. It's really, I really recommend some friends to do, but nobody does it anyway. Yeah, this is totally something weird routine for myself. I think, this is something I can really share with other people. But yeah, somehow this daily routine makes me feel really comfortable. I just cannot really stop doing this. I probably, if I stop doing this, that makes me feel really kind of, maybe I feel in panic or something.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean panic?
I think this is something what I really need to do every day to stop my day. So if I don't do this, I feel like, oh shit, I forgot to do this. I cannot really start my day without talking to myself or even talking to my friends. So that makes me feel like something is missing.
Right.
Yeah. It's not really panic. Maybe I might just feel, oh, I forgot to do this, and I feel like I probably I forgot. It's more like the same feeling as I forgot to taking a medicine. Like every day. It's like, oh, I forgot to taking a medicine. That makes me feel kind of like awkward. Not awkward, unstable.
So wait, how do you, let's say that you forget to do it. How do you forget to do it? Like you don't wake up? Or?
Oh yeah, it's just like, I probably didn't skip this for almost 3 months. So I'm doing this almost every day without skipping even a day for last 3 months. So yeah, I think I didn't even skip. Maybe I did one time. Yeah, but I can wake up at 4 in the morning because I always wear Apple Watch. So that is my alarm that makes me awake, which is great for me.
And your mom, I'm sorry, your
wife,
your daughter, and your wife, they know that you're doing this, right?
Yeah, they not gonna. They somehow they might notice me waking up, but they still sleeping, and yeah, it's like they don't really hear me, and they know that I'm doing the podcast every day. Yeah, but they totally don't care what I'm doing in the morning. So, yeah.
And then after you talk to yourself for an hour, what do you do?
So I publish this podcast, and I also do put this audio file into some other application that makes my podcast into a Word, and that makes it a text file, and I'm gonna upload the text file onto AI cloud, and the cloud is gonna judge my podcast daily, and I listen to whatever they say. So kind of I don't know, analyzing what I'm talking to, or what I'm thinking, what I'm analyzing on my a mind state with cloud.
That's kind of trippy, right?
Yeah, it's kind of trippy. It's like every day I talk to the AI, and the AI analyze me.
What do you mean by analyze?
I do this a dream, remembering my dream, and they know how to. So they kind of they could act like a sleep analyzer, like a dream analyzer for me. It's like they know how to analyze humans' dream. So they kind of know the way to decode the dream of the dream I had.
So some days it will tell you it'll be show your dream indicates that you are horny today.
Yeah.
Or today it indicates you are hungry or some shit.
Yeah, some anything. It's like when I had a dream, like I have a dream of like I'm late on my airplane or something. I'm late on some kind of public transportations. Then the AI judges me why you feel this way because you are afraid of you are like you're afraid of being late on my due date of a project or something. So that something they could connect why you have dreams because your mind state is this or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that a human would be a better judge of your dreams than an AI?
Because I didn't have someone who could analyze my dream before. So it's really kind of handy for me to have an AI every day for almost not free, but I use that paid version of Cloud, but they are really handy for me to judge my dream because I didn't have any friends who could analyze my dream kind of like professionally. I could talk to my friends, but friends cannot really do judgment on my dream. It's more like just having another conversations, which is great, but also I feel like this AI knows better than human in terms of the dream analyzing to me.
Think about that idea of AI knowing more about humans about dreams is like, I guess I'm uncomfortable with it because you know dreaming has always been very interpretive. You know, because let's say that I dream about losing my underwear right before I go to school. Like I go to school and I realize, oh shit, I'm not wearing underwear.
Yeah.
Like one thing, you know, it could mean like, oh, I'm worried about not being prepared, or I'm worried about being misunderstood, or I'm worried about smelling, and I'm worried about all these worries things. But it also could mean that I see underwear as something that is constraining my freedom, and I just want to be naked. You know, like, or like there's so many ways to see it.
Yeah.
And AI itself, how is it building their database of people's dreams if dreams themselves are not being recorded? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I guess there's a fundamental, like, it's in a way kind of trying to analyze consciousness, and I don't know, it's fascinating what you're doing. I really like the project that you're doing with yourself.
Yeah.
And talking about dreams.
Yeah. It's like, talking my dream is like a 30% of my podcast, and I talk to whatever I came up on my mind to.
It's interesting. It reminds me of the Greek myth, or the Greek story of the person who would look into the pond, or look into the water to see the reflection. Did you ever hear that story? Yeah, there's a story about a person who would look at the reflection in the water, and to try to kind of feed themselves. And that kind of reminds me of like this idea of like the unconscious. You're like, the unconscious is not the reflection that you're seeing. It's like the shadow underneath the water, or like it's underneath. It's whatever is underneath the water is the unconscious, but you're seeing the reflection. So I like this idea that we can't really. I like what you're trying to do is you're trying to understand that unconscious, but it's kind of a way of like talking to something that's impossible to talk to. Yeah. It would have to be a podcast. Yeah. I don't think. I don't know. I think we all are in different ways attracted to the print publication. So, like, a printed thing is a material that we're all familiar with, and it's a way of putting ideas into some sort of semblance of legibility so that we can understand each other. Because like when you put something in print, the person who's reading it is going to have to at some point understand. Like they know the media, like they know the medium of print. So I don't know if we're going to continue forward with print or not. We'll see what happens.
I just noticed we talked more than 1.5 already.
Oh wow! There we go.
I closed my eyes. I didn't check the time, but it's already 1.5. Wow,
Nice.
It's really fast for me. How did you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I had my eyes closed the whole time. So
okay, great.
Yeah,
I see.
It was interesting.
Yeah, I think the recording is going. So could you finish the one you are saying that why I asked why you picked the paper and the book, and yeah.
I mean, I think we use print publications just for the idea of legibility, like making sure that people can understand something. The print form is the most kind of elemental media that we have at the moment. Every culture knows what it means to open a print publication. And they know that they have to read and they have to put their attention onto the symbols on the page. And so I think that's why we used it. It's also just something that's easy to do and something that
totally.
It's within our budget and our own skill set. So.
I see. Cool. I really hope I recorded everything we talked about, but let's see.
No, even if you didn't, it's recorded in my mind. So.
Okay, that's great to know. Yeah. Would you be back on my podcast someday?
Yeah. I would definitely. I mean, as long as it's 4 a.m.
Oh, you can do in the 4 a.m.?
Yeah, so I love this idea of waking up.
Okay, great. Maybe you can do a book.
At 4 a.m.
About this 4 a.m. talking to Ray's friend.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you.
Wait, so how do people hear your podcast?
This podcast? I can share the link. It's on the Apple Podcasts and Spotify and even like YouTube Music and Amazon Music or somewhere, everywhere. Yeah, so I'm gonna share the link to you and I can share my other podcast too, but I don't think you would dream weird, experimental
In
thing
Japanese?
in Japanese. Maybe I'm gonna try to do in English too, because I still, it's like my wish, the best wish for now is like to develop my English. It's like I finally noticed I needed to polish my English as much as possible to be perfect. You know?
Wow.
I know it takes like 10 years, but I like to focus on, polishing my English.
All right.
Yeah. So,
share the link.
I definitely share, and I'm gonna edit and publish on anywhere the social to promote this, but you are not on the social, right?
No.
That's great. That's really amazing to not be on the social. I wish I could do it, but I cannot do it because I want to get, I don't know, paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But thanks for being on my
Yeah.
podcast.
Thank you for inviting me. And,
Yeah, of course. It was really fun for me to talk with you.
It was an experiment that I enjoyed.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, I do. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good day.
Have a good day and have a good night.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go back to sleep.